Hey everybody, welcome back. Marcus Graves back again with another reaction to The Haunting of Hill House, this time to episode 3, Touch. Let's get on into it. And an apparition did the same thing to her father years later.
Nellie?
So something happens with this apparition for Theo because she wears the gloves and everything now. So is that an aversion to, is it germophobia? Because I was thinking, is it an aversion to touch? But she had sex with the girl not too long ago, so she ain't that averse to touch. But of course, with the imagery of it holding her hand like that, and the fact that she puts gloves on now, something's gonna develop.
What does Mr. Smiley look like?
Just a big smile. Too big. He's always smiling, but he isn't happy.
The sound effect was like a transfer there.
Mr. Smiley.
Yeah, looking at the smiley face, yeah.
Away.
Thank you.
It has the gloves on there.
Trash.
Hang on. It's fancy.
How did you know that?
Are the gloves not for germophobia, but because she has an ability of some sort, like empathy through touch, or maybe not empathy, but something through touch.
What about there?
Yep, here too. This whole house is cold.
She must have some sort of sixth sense. I was trying to find a different,
I like the tribe.
I was trying to find a different phrase for it, but
And the food's
It's like a telephone for inside the house.
yeah, it's that same sound effect. She has some sort of tangible insight. It's the only phrase I could think of it. Through touch, she's able to glean information.
This was a sick bed.
How'd
you know? You guys have fun.
She didn't have that before. That was passed to her that night. Good use of her ability. You're able to gain insight into people through touch, particularly kids, which I'm sure she would have an affinity towards, or whom she would have affinity towards.
So you're pulling the
Sorry, no one's here. And it's only through the hands, because she doesn't have the rest of herself covered up.
What do you think you're doing?
I was just
Little brother was getting into trouble.
want to let go of his arm.
Exactly, you ain't gotta touch my brother.
Be so mean about it. She's not mean. She's scared.
And I guess it can be through just touch, period. It's like the show Heard Me. Oh, I guess it's only through the hands because she doesn't have the rest of herself covered. Wrong. You're wrong. We're about to show you. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, because she went in kind of like a trance-like state there. Ooh. I'm just thinking, like, if she can gain insight through touch, can she... Oh, I was about to say, what the hell was that? Couldn't make out that it was a leg or whatever. If she can glean insight through touch, can she gain other things? Like, if somebody's being tormented by a ghost, let's say, and it's specifically to them, does it transfer?
Going up.
Oh. Mr. Smiley's in the basement. So you got Mr. Smiley, the bent neck lady. You got a whole bunch of motherfuckers in here. Oh. 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 Maybe this is why Mrs. Dudley was scared. But we know one thing. She will never see Mr. Smiley or anything here.
Did you rip your shirt?
Because later, during that little meeting about the book, she'll call Luke and Nellie's, no, I don't want to use the word visions. She'll say that Luke and Nellie's seeing of these supernatural things is, well, I can't remember exactly what she calls it, but she dismisses it. So we know she won't see it as a kid. But she will see it now. I want the covers. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Jesus.
Oh, you can say that again. Man, I was not expecting this show to make me jump like that.
And I'm still missing 2 groomsmen. I'm gonna. Right?
Now where's he been?
Great. It's toast time and my maid of honor is MIA.
Or your maid of honor may be with Theo?
Beats the cold show.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be Henry.
Oh, my money's on Matt.
My money's on Theo.
Put some money on it.
Hey,
Did they not know that she was gay before this?
I mean, we didn't into.
Oh,
Bridesmaids?
I love you.
I was about to say, you may not want
Can you
to.
get my dress?
I was thinking you may not want to exactly kiss her
yes, that's
at
better
this
than lying.
moment in time. Or maybe you do. I don't know.
Like that.
They said it's probably just a crawl space. He definitely.
This kid is really, really cute.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Give him a shout. A shout of fright, possibly. I'm wondering, I don't hear the sound effects, so I'm not sure if she's not getting anything from these, or if she's getting something and they're just not conveying it because they're like, okay, we've conveyed it enough that that's what she does, so you know what she's doing. Okay, yeah. I know she gets something here, that her face looking up is the thumbnail for, yeah, this view is the thumbnail for the episode on Netflix, so something happens. They're probably down there thinking, what is she doing down there? Ooh. And that looks exactly like what she drew in the in her paperwork. She wants to see what they're about.
What are you looking at?
She's reading you.
Your smile.
Oh, wow.
And
Molesting
social
her.
services, too.
Wow.
You just have to trust me.
Wow.
I haven't been wrong before, have I?
Because that's what she's looking
Yes,
at
I'm
is
sure. I'm sure the guy will confess if you just
jeez.
get them here.
Right.
But I love that you're so brave.
And what's she gonna feel about her mom? Oh, jeez. Is that something because she's marked now? Like, whatever happens to the mom, like, it's already started to happen, so that's what she saw?
We'll talk a lot more about it as you get older. You'll understand. You can
Yeah,
talk to
we'll
me.
talk about it when you get older. That was definitely a Ned Stark, Jon Snow moment.
You know, I was pretty impressed by what you wrote about that night.
What night?
The last one. That was really wild stuff, considering that you were asleep for what? Like 99% of it?
I wonder, because she said that was pretty wild stuff, seeing as how you were asleep for 99% of it. Was that a knowing thing of like, hey, you know, you have no right to say anything because you were asleep for most of it? Or did Steven get some things right? He doesn't know he got it right, but he has some sensitivity as well. Oh, shit. What's she gonna see when she touches Nell?
Shirley found your checkbook.
You're not gonna tell her, are you?
Make of a mistress, something. You know, something that's gonna piss her off less than the truth.
I wonder what the fuck he's doing that would piss her off less. So this episode reveals that Theo has what I'm dubbing, I mean, I'm not sure if the source material or the show will give it any other different title or name. I'm dubbing it tactile insight. She is able to gain insight into things, information from things, experiences from people, objects, through skin to what have you contact. We see this continuing theme of monsters, children seeing monsters, but there are grounded, natural reasonings for what they're seeing or what they're creating. In the case of this little girl who is being molested by her foster father, fuck him, where it's the same with the Crane siblings' mother. But we also see that even though there are rational reasonings for it, there is something bubbling underneath the surface, something sinister, something supernatural, something otherworldly. Which brings me to the mother in the last night. Now, Theo, when she touched her mother, she saw like blood in her hand. She was wearing white, if I remember correctly. And now that I think about it, it looked like the gown or the nightie, not really gown, nightie that she had on during the last night. Which makes me wonder, and I said it during the reaction, is that like a mark, like she can see, like she not only can she see information about the person and their emotional state, their experience, and so on and so forth, but can she, is there like a maybe not a future aspect to her tactile insight, but a knowledge of the surrounding forces that are coming around that person, so that even though she can't see the future per se, that she's able to see something is impending, something is coming. She can't see what, she can't know what, but she knows that something is around this person. There is something morbid, there is something, for lack of a better term right now, necrotic, deathly, so to speak, around them. Or is it something about her mother herself? Like maybe she is something that the kids didn't know. Maybe not anything necessarily supernatural. I'm not saying that she's like, that she herself is a ghost or a demon or something. I mean, maybe that's possible. But I'm just brainstorming that maybe there's something in her being, and that's what Theo saw, was that, and that whatever happened during that last night was not her being possessed by something, but something within her that is still supernatural, that is still otherworldly, coming out. Which also makes me think, it's funny how hers is different from her mother. From what the mother was saying, I'm gonna call her Mama Crane, because I can't remember if they've ever said her first name. So when Mama Crane was telling Theo about her lineage, basically, and her sensitivity, it sounded like Theo has more similarities in how her sensitivity is manifested with her grandmother than she does with her mom. Her mom gets him through the headaches, and which I guess it could just be because, each person is different, so how it manifests, like they have the sensitivity, but how it manifests is different. Which also begs the question, she got those headaches when Shirley was being argumentative and loud, and she, wanted her to stop, and she got it then too. Was it something where it's like, yeah, those were just migraines, you haven't gotten these in a long time, like the father said, or what was she seeing? But going back to how it manifests differently, I wonder why such a drastic difference in how it expresses itself. I mean, it may be nothing. As the season goes on, it may be like, yeah, it's just people are different, manifest differently. Possibly. But it's interesting to speculate on it right now. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're so inclined. Check out my channel for all my other content that I have on there, my short film Yin and Yang, reactions, breakdowns, all that good stuff that's on there. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.